Do you want to start liking IPAs, but you can't get past that pine tar flavor? Homebrew City, home brewing in the Brew City. I have a couple suggestions for you, but before we begin, don't come after me or my pine tar PAs. You see, IPAs are generally split into two styles. Well, caught you in the comments. Hey, I'm fully aware, and I know you're fully aware, there's more than two different styles of IPA. But for the moment, let us ignore the black IPA, the white IPA, the brewed IPA, the rye IPA, the red IPA or the IRA, as well as the Belgian IPA, the English IPA, which is different than the historic English IPA, as well as the IPL, which is also different than the cold IPA, as well as the dozens of other offshoots that didn't even make it out of the bright tank before being considered unfashionable. Okay, let's keep this easy for the beginners for the moment. Cheers. The first of these two styles is the West Coast IPA, popularized in California in late 90s to early to mid 2000s. You can spot these because they are crystal clear, yellow to orange color, high bitterness, dry, as in they have no extra sweetness, and notable flavors of citrus peel, pine, resin, and sometimes a bit of cattiness. Very simple, almost non-existent malt backbone, just heavy enough to carry forth all of that bitterness from the overwhelming amount of hops put into these beers. And then you got that sensation that just kind of itches your tongue with the orange peel and pine. And this is a double IPA, 100 IBUs. Higher than the normal amount, but perfectly in line with the beers that we remember of the IBU wars. The horror. The horror. But this isn't it for IPAs. No, if you don't want this, there's more for you out there. There are the hazy or the New England IPAs. These are a little different. While the West Coast, dry, clear, bitter, these, cloudy, sweet, and their hop flavors are not of earth and woods and citrus peel, but of tropical fruits that explode from the glass. This beer is wonderful, sweet, tropical, delicious, and crushable all come to mind. The way this thing works and why it is so sweet and fruity and juicy is because of thiols. Thiols are just a flavonoid that reminds us of tropical fruits. So when you're drinking this, it tastes fruity. It tastes like pineapple and guava and papaya. It's fantastic. But there are no fruits. All of this comes from the hops, a bit of the malt, and how the yeast interact with them when they are added. And to find the best one of these, there are three things you need to look out for on your cans. The first is either New Zealand or Southern Hemisphere hops. I don't know what it is about New Zealand. Something mixed between the weather and their soil. Everything they produce down there has a stronger pre-thiol content, which means after it's fermented, all of those fruit characteristics get brought forth even stronger. It's the exact same reason why the New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs have such a stronger tropical fruit character than similar wines made anywhere else in the world. Speaking of New Zealand, the second word you need to look out for is phantasm. Phantasm is a powder that brewers are starting to put into their New England IPAs and other beer styles. This is just thiol boosting or pre-thiol powder. What it actually is New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc grape skins that have been dried and ground up. You put an ounce of this into your 5-gallon batch of beer, and it will explode with those tropical fruit flavors. The third and final thing you are looking out for is thiol or thiolized. What thiolized is, it's a genetically modified yeast. This one is from Omega, and it's not just for pro brewers. They sell this in homebrew pouches like this one that I used in this tropical fruit mead that didn't use any tropical fruits. Just that yeast, that phantasm powder, and a bunch of hops. It's not quite ready yet, so the video's coming later. Follow along if you want to see that. But this tastes like passion fruit and pineapple and just a tropical fruit cocktail. No fruits are used. So with those three things, New Zealand or Southern Hemisphere, thiolized, and phantasm, you can find some of the juiciest, fruitiest IPAs on the market. That is, of course, if you don't enjoy the West Coast pint RPA. But if you'll excuse me, I'm going to happily enjoy the rest of these two drinks. Cheers.